All right. Welcome back. This is SS Swag Nation. I'm Mr. SS Swag, and give you a little update on what we did this weekend. Wasn't no major job or anything like that, but my buddy wanted to come over and put a cold air intake on his Camaro, his 2010 Camaro. We put the cold air inductions, cold air intake on there, and I used a couple tools. Like I said, wasn't no demanding job, and just a little job that I needed to get done. That again, I didn't have to pay nobody to do. So for the tools I used the Quinn 1/4" drive ratchet and the Quinn T20 Torx bit. And because the cold air intake, we put the cold air induction intake on, and the cold air induction intake has the cover, the lid that covers the air filter and closes it. So the box gets kind of pressurized, it gets more cold air in it, and it's got 3 T20 little locking screws on each corner of the cover. And we had to torque them down with this. Worked pretty good. Still sounds good. I mean, it wasn't no, like I said, no big job we had to put a lot of torque on with, but 92 ratchet. Still sounds great, fine teeth. The mechanism is quiet, changes no problem. So we used that. That performed good to expectation. I mean, like I said, we didn't put any serious torque on or anything to test it. It's a 1/4" ratchet. You don't put a lot of torque on unless you're trying to break it, trying to push the tool to fail. But like I said, it worked just as good as a snap-on or Matco. Ergonomically fit my hand real good. Got the job done again. I mean, I have no complaints. And we had we had to move the hose clamps, and they had little locking bolts in it. You know, the little locking bolts you got to unscrew and loosen the hose clamp. So we used a 3/8 drive Quinn, low profile ratchet, and we used the Quinn 10mm socket. And like I said, didn't have to put a lot of torque on it, but it worked good. The mechanism sounds good. Nice functioning. The teeth, once again, 90 teeth. Work just as good as a snap-on or Matco or any other tool you get off tool trucks. Like I said, I spent way less and did the same job. We also needed a 13mm to loosen up another bolt and to get the airbox mod off. And we used the Icon 13mm wrench. Combination wrench. I mean, worked great. I mean, like I said, didn't have to put a lot of torque on it, but it's thin profile, got in there real tight, got down in there and got the bolt off. Just as good as a snap-on or Matco wrench. It would have cost me hundreds of dollars more. Used the wobble extension. We also did a spark plug job. And for the spark plug job, we'd use the 5/8 spark plug socket, Quinn. I showed you in the spark plug socket set I got. Now, a guy on YouTube, he had a complaint about him. He said he liked them, but he said the rubber inside didn't hold the spark plug for him as well. And he suggested I try it, give him some feedback on how it performed for me. Well, I wish it was magnetic. That would have been better, but I didn't have no problems. It pulled the spark plug out, held onto it, got it out, didn't drop anything down the engine bay, and got the job done. I mean, his experience was a little different than mine, but I can understand where he's coming from. I can see it. Eventually, if they get dirty enough, the rubber might slip where the magnet will grip no matter how dirty it is. But overall, it performed good. We did a spark plug job, change the spark plugs, wires, and his coil packs. And we used this spark plug tool for the first time, and it really worked good. We used the wobble extension, the Pittsburgh wobble extension. I got for $9.99, 3 of them. I got this 6-inch, a 3-inch, and a 12-inch wobbling extension, and it worked. And we used the Icon 3/8 drive ratchet, flex head ratchet, to get the spark plug out. So when we did that, we got in there real good. We got it out. Teeth still sound good. 92 fine teeth. Works good. The mechanism still sounds good. We didn't use any high torque. Like I said, it was just a spark plug job, but this little tool saved hundreds of dollars on. And Harbor Freight got the job done again. We use the needle nose pliers, of course, to squeeze some of the clamps loose to get the hose, the coater intake disconnected. I mean, the old air filter disconnected. We used the Icon pick tool to push the little pin up that's in the map sensor that you have to take off of the coater and put the coater intake on. The map sensor you have to take off is a little pin. You push it up, but my fingernails aren't that long. My mechanic just used his fingernail, pops it up, no problem. I had to use my little pick, popped it up, no problem. Got the map sensor off and got the job done again with a little pick that came in a pick set, mini pick set from Harbor Freight for $19.99. I'd probably paid $60, $70 for it or more on Snap-on or Matco. Did the same job, got it done the same way. Another thing I can't say enough about, I love them, are these little, I didn't use them this weekend, but I used them before, like I told you on that brake job. These little roll pins from Pittsburgh. They come in a set. You get 5 of them. And man, I can't say enough about these little tools, man. You got to punch a pin out anywhere in a brake caliper or a road, anywhere. I mean, these things, they work perfect, and they don't mar up the ends. They don't. I think, like I said before, I think this is a phenolic end, and it doesn't mar. The hammer doesn't damage them or nothing, man. I can't say enough about these little things, man. I love them, and like once again, $19 at Pittsburgh at Harbor Freight, and they're heavy. They're heavy duty. They haven't been flexed or nothing. So I really like these, man. They really come in handy. And I've used them a lot since I got them. So that's probably the tool that, one of the little tools I've used the most. We used it to punch out some pins that were in a lock that we put on my door this weekend. And we had to get the pins out of the lock, and we punched them out, no problem. Another thing that comes in handy are these little lady feet. These little Pittsburgh lady feet. They work great as a punch tool if you need it. Sharp point on, punch out anything, and then it's a good pry bar. You can pry it with the foot of the tool and use it as a pry bar. So overall, had good experiences so far with my laugh at cheap, inexpensive tools from Harbor Freight, but they haven't let me down in no job that I've had to do. And like I said, I haven't done anything. Oh, yeah, we use this Doyle ratcheting screwdriver to take another part off of the air intake when we put it on there. And had to remove a little Phillips screw in it. And this little ratcheting screwdriver really did a good job. It was small. I was able to get it in there, use the palm of my hand to screw it out, torque it out. I don't know how many teeth this is, but it sounds great. Doyle from Harbor Freight. Copy a set of these. It came in a set. The set included this stubby, and it included this large ratcheting screwdriver. And they both have 2 ends, Phillips and a flathead. But I got plenty of other attachments I can put on it with my Hercules bit sets. And yeah, it worked real good. I mean, nice little set. I think I paid $24 for it. Yeah, I think $22. No, $21.99. And they're heavy duty. And it worked, man. So those are the little jobs I've done so far, my little Harbor Freight tools, and I had no problems with them, no issues. Everything worked. Everything did its job. It didn't cost me an arm and a leg. When we rotated his tires last week, I told you we used the Quinn 1/2-inch drive torque wrench, and man, this thing works good. Fine teeth, heavy duty, accurate torque, and the switch mechanism. Still works, sounds great, and we use that. We were going to try the Icon split beam torque wrench, but we wanted to test the Quinn out first because that's supposed to be the lower end of tools at Harbor Freight. You got Icon, you got Quinn, and then you got Pittsburgh as far as hand tools go, and that's the order they go in. So we wanted to try the Quinn first to see if it failed or if it wouldn't do the torque or whatever. But hey, like I said, man, it performed pretty good. Actually, real good. Everything performed real good. I say pretty good because I'm modest, but every tool I've used performed great, just as well as any other tool, and I saved a fortune on it. But we're gonna try this out next. It's the Icon split beam 1/2-inch drive torque wrench. It's supposed to torque up to 300 pounds. So we'll see when we get a job. We'll pull it out and use it and give you some feedback on it. Another tool that I like and I've used quite a bit are these nut drivers from Icon. These are the standard SAE. The SAE is marked right there. This is in a 1132, and it works, man. I tell you, man, I like them. I like the handle. The handle is real ergonomic. It feels good in your hand. It's like a hard plastic, but it seems like the black is kind of rubberized slightly, but the red is plastic. Man, they work good. I mean, they really work good. I had no complaints out of them, and I didn't spend a fortune on them. The screwdrivers, the Icon screwdrivers, they work good. Same thing, nice beefy handle. The black, once again, feels like it's rubberized plastic, and the red is hard plastic. And they have the collar where you can put a wrench on it if you want to add extra torque. They bite real good. The tip is really good carbide tip. It bites. The screws don't slip out easily. They don't strip out. They seem to grab the screws and pull them out pretty good. I pulled a couple rusty screws out with them, and they work good, man. I mean, same set of snap-on came with this came with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-piece screwdriver set, Phillips and flatheads, and I guarantee you this thing would have cost at least $200 or more on one of the tool trucks. I got it at Harbor Freight, $59. So, like I said, all my little so-called cheap, I don't use the word cheap, but my inexpensive tools have got the job done. Haven't had any complaints out of them, and they work. These Quinn. So I tell you what, these Quinn, they're called Black Diamond Carbide. They work really good. They snatch the stuff out, man. They snatch screws out. So these are diamond carbide diamond tip, and man, they got an impact rated handle, but the tip impact rated shaft. I mean, but the tip, man, it is gritty. You can probably hear it, and that bites down in the screws and pulls them right out, man. Black handle I like because I can use it on a dirty job without really getting grease and dirt and grime in it. You can't tell. So all I do is wipe it down with some brake cleaner or some WD-40 and it comes clean. Yeah, so good tools, man. Good tools. And like I said, I didn't spend a fortune once again. So that being said, that was just a little update of everything I used and how it performed. And like I said, I am very happy. I'm happy with my set. My buddy Scott drives truck. He was on the road again. He stopped at a truck travel store, stopped Loves, and found another car for me. This is a C7 Corvette. It's my favorite Corvette. I don't care for the C8 too much because they made it look too much like a supercar. You know, if you're going to buy the C8, you might as well buy a McLaren. They look identical. The McLaren has a little more rounded edges and stuff, but they made it look too much of a supercar. This is the last Corvette that looks like an American supercar, a Corvette. So he picked me that up. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Chevy. I'm Chevy gang for life. Corvettes, Camaros, all years. This is my ZL1 he got me. And this is the one that's closest to my car. My car has a red and gray stripe. It's the 45th anniversary. But he got me the red because, yeah, it looked like your car. So got those together and got them sitting up here. My buddy Brian came by and put a window in. His foot is feeling a little better. You can tell that the garage itself, this beam is crooked, but he got the window squared up nice. So he's going to finish it inside, frame it in inside with this. And when we drywall over it, you won't even be able to tell how crooked those posts are. But you got the window in. Now I got some air in here, some more natural light. We changed the door from an out-swinging door to an in-swinging door. And got that done. So that being said, I just want to give you guys a little update. Fill you in on what I did this weekend. Let you know how the tools perform. Like I said, it wasn't no heavy job. Didn't really put a lot of torque on them. But they performed, man. They did their job, and like I said, it didn't cost me a lot of money. So I want you guys to have a blessed day as usual, man. Hope you guys are successful in all your endeavors, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for tuning in. I'll keep you guys posted. See you on the next one. Peace.